Let's go. This is the live stream. I do a short video which I upload. And then we have a live stream for those that want to tag along and watch the live stream. Oh, I've taken the bench out. There was a bench there, I've just realised. There was some cones there. They've taken out the bench. There was a bench. Me and my daughter have sat on that bench. Ah well. These things happen. Whew. A little bit cooler this morning. It's going to get cooler next week. Next couple of weeks going to be chilly. Chilly. But hey ho. It is what it is. We've got gloves. We'll keep nice and warm. Good morning. Hello. We're in the UK. Hello, how are you? Lander 1 Victor. Good to have you here. Just out doing my 10,000 step morning walk. I've been doing it since November 19th. We'll just keep going. Cyberfire, hello, how are you? Good to have you here. So we're in the UK, Yorkshire, a place called Doncaster. And it is 5:50 in the morning. Jefferson, hi, how are you doing? Cyberfire, thank you so much. Hello. Cooking with Kaya. Right. There's no cooking here. Happy days. Sometimes I hear a cockerel over the back of there. Some mornings. Birds are going nuts this morning. It's very spring-like at the moment. It's been very nice weather. That's either a cat crossing the road or a very small leopard. It's not going to be a leopard in the UK. Hopefully not. If not, it's been a pleasure knowing you. John. How are you, John? Sunday morning, is it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday morning. Here in the UK. Thank you so much. Cyber fire. Every single day since November 19th. I've not missed a day. 10,000 steps, which is about 5 miles or 8 kilometers. Horse poo. Bit of horse poo. Yeah, and it's always been 10,000 steps apart from a couple of days over Christmas where it was a bit less. I'm just a normal guy. I work for myself. I've got my own business, looking after people's lawns, yards, you know. I just decided to do it to become a bit fitter, a bit healthier. But it's actually rather nice as well, being outside in all the in nature. I know there's not a lot of nature here on the street, but there's loads of birds, and sometimes you get to see the sun come up. Thank you. Dished. Hello mate, how are you? Thanks for popping in, my friend. Whew. Happy days. Keep going, keep smiling, don't give up. Well, this is my view. It is actually starting to brighten up. It looks a lot brighter that way, and actually you can see it's starting to brighten up that way. So when we come back in about an hour, hopefully we'll see the sun come up. So that'll be worth hanging around for. John, you've made a positive impact more than is realised. Keep going. Thanks, John. It is hard sometimes to keep the faith. It's kind of, I don't understand why, but over the last 3 or 4 weeks, the live streaming seems to have gone down a bit. How many people sort of come on and watch. But that's fine, it's different times of year. Everything goes up and everything comes down. Like the ocean waves. So it'll come back. That's just the nature of it. I look so cool. Thanks. Don't know what to say to that, but thank you. I'm presuming you mean me, or you mean the fact of where I am and what we're doing. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see the sun soon. We're going up the hill. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. Hang on. We're going up the hill. I keep forgetting it's early morning. I wake people up. We're going up this long hill into some houses, walking around some houses on the streets, and then we'll come back down the hill, and by that time it should be a lot nicer. You can see the colour there. It's already starting to show beauty, so that's going to be rather nice. I think the sun rises about 6:30. Thank you. Whew. It's a bit colder today, and next 2 weeks it's supposed to be a bit of a cold period, cold snap. Yeah, you can see it's creeping in, can't you? It's going to look really good when we come back, but we've got a while to get to that yet. 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Hopes and dreams will brighten your life. Keep going. Yes. Keep going, boys and girls. Let's do it. I'd rather be out in the countryside though and see the sun come up, but there's nowhere sort of really close. Some of the best places are probably 2-hour drive. Now you'll have to accept my apologies. Once we get up into these houses further up, sometimes the phone signal isn't very good and the video might get pixelated. But by the time we come back onto this road, we'll be walking back down there and we'll have some amazing views. So if you do experience that, then feel free to come back on in about half an hour. Just follow my channel, Shaunus, and then you can always find your way back. Cyberfire. I am in Doncaster, which is in Yorkshire, in the United Kingdom. And up here is a bridge which goes over a busy road, the A1, which is like a motorway, a freeway. So you can already hear the road traffic. And there's also a depot up here for the road traffic officers. They're like police, and they go up and down the motorway trying to keep it safe. Jasper, hello, hello. How are you, mate? I'm good, thank you. Back at home now. Came back home yesterday. We went to see Peter Kay not in concert, but he's got a tour. He's a comedian in the UK. Funny guy. And we stayed overnight in Leeds and came back yesterday. But it was amazing. We were walking around Leeds yesterday morning and we weren't far off 9,000 steps. We did quite a bit of walking. Change your habits. What am I doing up this time on a Sunday? Yeah, you know what's happening. You know the score, mates. Hope you're well. It's not too busy at this time, but that'll be packed out soon. Excuse me. And then look at that, what we'll get to see on the way back. Sunday Life jog. Yes. I tried a bit of jogging a few days ago. I'm tempted to do another one. If I feel okay, I might do one when I get back. But I'll probably just do it tomorrow. How was the show? Did any hecklers get choked out? It was good. It was good. Nobody got kicked out of this one, thankfully. Yeah. You're not allowed to film in there, which you'd expect. And they say that if anyone's caught filming with the phones out, basically they're getting chucked out. So literally nobody had the phones out. It was good. Living in the moment and enjoying it. But he's been doing the same show now for a couple of years. So I mean, we've been waiting a couple of years. Good day here, mate, for sure. Nice. Where are you, Cyberfair? Jessica, have you been to the Royal Armouries in Leeds? No. Do you know, we just didn't have enough time. It's like anything. We didn't arrive in Leeds because we had to pick the kids up from school. Got back home just before, I think it was about 4:45 p.m. and we had to get on the train at 4:30. So it was quick home, put the bag in the car, get down to the train station, and it was busy driving there. And then yeah, we got to Leeds before 5:30. Got checked in at the hotel. And then we went to meet some friends. So it was good. It was good. But we didn't have time, and we didn't get up and out of the hotel till about 10:30. So we had to walk around a few parts of Leeds, but that was it. If we'd have had a bit more time, we would have done a bit more. Lose 1 stone. Yeah. I had 3 in my pocket. I've only got 2 now. I'm only joking, mate. I have a funny sense of humour. That's the hardest thing, isn't it? Food for a lot of people. Yes. I'm reading your comments. Thank you. Oh, tell you what though, it's definitely getting brighter in the morning. It's normally pitch black, isn't it, on the phone screen? But it's definitely like a light blue. Looking forward to when we get back and we see the sun coming up. In about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Adam. Change your habits, that's a challenge for me. I know. It's one of them things, just trying to get your mind into it. Yes, Adam, let's go, come on. Hey, it's Adam McKay. I'm a big fan. John Sherber. Used to love the outdoors for many years. I honestly TV shows or movies instead. Exercise inside when I feel like it. That's good, John. Good to have you. Change your habits. Just had enough eating takeaways. Get my hair cut and see my double chins. Gotta do something about it and thought I'll try 1 stone, I might get there. Do you know, yesterday, so we're at the hotel yesterday and it wasn't a bad price for breakfast, but I thought it, you know, a touch on the expensive side, like £17 each. It is what it is. You sat inside, so you can have what you want. I mean, it's a fair price. Obviously, I'd rather pay a lot less than that, but you know, I usually go for a full English, and I did, but I didn't eat it all. Something told me to stop. So normally I'd eat a lot and fill my plate, and then I wouldn't even be hungry for the rest of the day, which you'd expect. But yeah, I just I stopped. I wasn't bothered. I felt full, and I thought, oh, that's good. And ever thought of vacation in Australia? I went there. It was amazing. Do you know? If I suggested it, my wife would do it. Absolutely. She's got a sister there. Yeah, she's got a sister there. So there's 6 of them. She's got 5 sisters. And they all live in the UK apart from one that went to Australia. Ooh, 40 years ago. And she's got family out there now, got her own kids. But she did come back once. And she stayed back in the UK for a few years. She was thinking of staying in the UK. But then they decided to go back about 4 or 5 years ago. Hey, how's the video phone signal? We've got decent video. Normally it's pretty poor on here. Yes, I know, mate. I know. But what else could we do? Well, I know we could have got up and gone outside, especially when we passed a cafe and it was $5.50. That's my sort of price. But yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm tight with money. Normally, I'm tight with money. Wearing a mask. I know, bloody highways. To be fair, let me think. My wife paid for the hotel. She'd got, you know, one of these red letter day experiences. And she was trying to book it for a spa, but there was none nearby. And we were going to go and see Peter Kay and then come home. We were going to drive there and then drive back. But she said, let's stop over. So she used the voucher. So really, the hotel, in essence, cost us like a £5. She put the voucher towards it. I'll tell you what, poof, God, inside the stadium, unbelievable. So instead of going for a meal when we got to Leeds, because it was we were meeting friends about 6. There was a little Tesco Express, so we got a meal deal each. Told you I was tight. So tea cost us £8 between us, which is perfect. And then we bought a bottle of pop, but you're not allowed to take it in. Fair enough. So we bought one drink each, and that rate, I weren't buying any more. It cost £17 for 2 drinks. Absolutely shocking. She had a cider, a pint of cider, and I had, I think it was Pepsi Max or Diet Coke. Yes. It's not quite sunshine time. I think it comes up at 6:30. What time are we on? 6:12. Yeah, it's going to be a good time as long as we can see it. There's a fair bit of cloud cover, but hopefully we'll see it poking through in about 20 minutes or so. I know, it's disgusting, absolutely disgusting, but that's what it's like, isn't it? Places like that where they've got you and you can't go out. It's like, yeah. When you go to a concert, it's the same. When you go to Centre Parks, it's the same in there. Centre Parks, I used to work there when I was about 20 years old. I worked there and it was expensive then. I actually worked behind the bar in the Dome and it was 84 degrees all year round. So I had a shorts and t-shirt, that was my uniform. But yeah, I can remember then drinks were like something like £4.50 a pint. And that was, God, 30 odd years ago, 35, 30 years ago, 32 years ago. Excuse me. Ryder, good morning, Ryder. How long you been walking today? About 30 minutes, I've been live streaming. Been walking about 35. What I do when I leave my house, I record a short video and I upload the short video to here and to TikTok, and then I come live. That's literally all I do. That takes me 5 minutes. Don't know if I like the black. It's quite nice. Pretty. Scoot. Hello, my friend. That looks so much different in the light. Change your habits. I'm trying, but let me get up this hill, catch my breath a bit. I'm not trying enough, just really struggling for time, really genuinely struggling for time. If all I'd got was this and having a go at manifesting, I'd probably be okay. But because I've got my main business, hello, pressure washer anybody? We're coming up to busy time in the business, spring. So we've got nearly 600 customers and I go to them every 10 weeks. So, you know, I go to about, it changes day by day, but some days it's 15, some days it's 20. some days it's 10. But that works out over a 10-week period. But so that's the normal sort of bread and butter of the business. But in addition to that, every spring we have renovations on lawns. So people want scarifying, seeding, top dressing, lawn levelling, all that sort of stuff. So that's fine. We have a month, 4 or 5 weeks where we've got time to get all those done. And then it's back on the treatments. But I also have a YouTube channel around the business, and that's getting really busy because now everybody's asking questions on the channel. So I need to keep producing content for that. And it's hard. It's hard to do 2 channels, it really is. But I'm determined. I'm determined. I've got early mornings for this. I've got weekends for this. Just keeping that balance. But also I sell products as well on my website, and I've just worked into a new product, a lawn aerator, and I spent all yesterday afternoon and evening doing a little video on this new little tool, and then taking pictures and putting it up on the website. So I'll be releasing a video on that today to that channel, and hopefully we can sell a few. But yeah, with regards to manifesting, it's just very little time. Very little time. But I will. It'll be a struggle for the next 4 or 5 weeks, but I'll find little pockets of time here and there. Yasmin, top of the morning to you. How are you doing? Good to have you here on this beautiful Sunday morning. Gonna hopefully see a nice sunrise when we're walking back that way in about 15 minutes. Just don't say that to an Irish person. I've got a friend in the island. He will greet me with, "What about you? What about you?" He's lovely. Right, Jasper. What's the bird going on around there? Yeah, there is, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, there's oh, I think we've gone past the house, but yeah, another skip here. Do you know, about 15 years ago, I worked at the council as a gardener, and there were all different teams of council workers worked at the same depot, and there were lots of skips, and we'd put garden rubbish in there, but there were other teams doing house clearances, and they'd tip stuff in there. But when we're tipping our rubbish in, often you'd see things in the skip where you're like, "Oh, look at that," and it's actually decent stuff. It's actually decent stuff. So it's when someone's left the house, and yeah, we'd often take a few things. It was going to be rubbish anyway, so we got the nickname Skip Rats. Oh, happy days, right. It's an English thing, lol. Farang Dad. Dave, how are you, mate? About to leave the cafe I'm in, but I want to pop in and say hi and like. Thank you. Everyone check out Farang Dad's channel. He's growing his channel. He lives in Thailand, and he's consistently doing bench press. So he's trying to build good habits. and you get to see what life's like in Thailand with his daughter. Top of the morning. Top of the morning makes more sense than when people... Now then. Mac none. I'm great, thanks. Matto. Sweet. No problem. USA, California. I'd love a porch like that. We need a new porch. Nice little wooden porch, nice door. This is the little tea room where our son works. He didn't go in yesterday. He sent us a message at 3 o'clock in the morning. And he'd been sick. All over the floor. Yeah, tipsy tea room. So he didn't go into work yesterday. Ooh. Should we go down to Sprockborough Falls? Why not? I think we'll head down there. Well, I want to see that sunrise, and I have got a lot of stuff to do. Stuck for a decision. I'll go there another day. I've got a lot to do when I get back. Oh, Clayton. Thank you. Yes, it was good. It was good. It comes up. I mean, you're not allowed to film it or anything, but it starts off funny because on the screen it says Peter Gay live, and obviously it's Peter Kay. So you know it's going to be funny, but he's lost so much weight. You know, he was out of the limelight for a few years, and we're all pretty sure that it was him that's had some medical issue, because he's slim. He's slim, but his voice was a bit sort of like he was losing his voice. But you know, he's doing all these shows every single day, so it was good. It was good, and yeah, right at the end. Will I get told off for saying this? Right at the end, he comes out off the stage in like a fake sort of hot air balloon, and he's sort of floating round above you in the crowd, playing guitars. It was good fun. It was good fun. Yeah, Leeds, obviously just a very quick overnight stay. I would have liked to have spent a bit more time and gone around a few things, but we'd got a train booked for 1:20. So by the time we'd had breakfast and got out, it was we just had to walk round Leeds for an hour or two. Sorry. Look at the architecture. Yeah, there's some beautiful places. Loving the view. Yeah. Yeah, Leeds. It was. We enjoyed it. Excuse me, Clayton. We really did. It was just a shame we didn't have more time. I think another day, and we'd have certainly booked in to go to a few places, because we literally arrived on the train right in the centre, and then we found our way to the arena. Quickly grabbed a meal deal from a Tesco Express. Well, you know, much cheaper. Okay, quiet morning. Yeah, it's still a bit early. I think in the next hour or two it'll be quite busy. Scoot going to bed now. Okay, Scoot, have a good one. Nice meeting you. Cool. So I get to the top of this hill, turn right, and then we're going to be heading back down the long road, and we should see a bit of a morning sunrise. So hopefully, as long as it's not too cloudy, I think we're going to be good. In about 15 minutes, the view is going to look a lot better very shortly. What's that? Squirrel. Little squirrel. Interesting to see what sort of gardens people have got. They're not the biggest of gardens, because I've got a customer up here on the left where that red sign is, and one opposite. Mato, thank you. Take care. Mato, sorry. Good to have you here. Thank you very much. Jasper, yeah, seems to be, doesn't it? Nice and quiet. I prefer it this way. It's nice. I actually did a little bit of filming in Leeds, and there was a film crew there in the centre, and there was a woman there. I don't know her name, but I've seen her on the TV. I've got a feeling she might have been on Blue Peter or something. That's one of my customers there with the white car. Don't know why I tell you this. It's just to keep the conversation going, really. Right, so at the moment we've got the houses, but in about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, we will be able to see a lot more, and it's going to look a lot nicer. Big old properties there. You don't notice it. Matter uphill are harder to climb. Yes. Did you finish making your lawn products? Yeah, it's a bit daunting. I've got my own sort of product, which is a mixture of 4 different organic products. When you mix them together and put them on your lawn and water it in, it does it the world of good. Helps it stay greener for longer in summer. So we've got that, and you've got these tools called an aerator. It's just something you push into the ground that makes holes in the ground. But they've come on in recent years. They've become more advanced and better. And there was a guy selling them, and he sent me one for free last year, and I used it, and it was probably one of the best ones. But he's packed up now, and basically he's got in touch with me, and I'm now promoting that product as my own product. So it's changed a little bit. It's got different coloured handles. So he came and we discussed it. But yeah, so it's now my product. So I've got about 150 out of those in my garage. So yesterday when I got back from Leeds, I did a bit of filming, using it, showing it, assembling it and what it's good for, and got it uploaded onto my website. And today I'm going to upload a video onto that channel and see if we can sell a few. He's also got an email list which he's given me, people that's been on like a priority waiting list for it to come back in stock, and there was over 100 people on that list, so I'm going to email those. So hopefully we can get them gone, make a little bit of money out of it. Jasper, no one has a big garden compared to you, Sean. Look at all the Doncaster Marathon. I know, we're so lucky. You know, on the opposite side, so we're on the left hand side of the road, but on the opposite side of the road, there's a railway line runs right down the back. And their gardens are not very big. But it's all right having a nice long garden, but it's a lot more upkeep, and it really is. Sometimes you're running out of time and you just can't get it all done. But there's so much to do anyway. I basically just keep the closest section of the garden maintained, closest to the house. And the rest, we've got a kids' play area and then like a dumping ground where I sometimes burn a bits of wood and stuff. Anna, how are you, Anna? How are you? We're just out on the morning walk, day 109, and it's a beautiful morning. It's quite cloudy though, but in about maybe 10 minutes from now, we'll come to a bit of an opening, so hopefully we'll be able to see the sunrise. I think it rises at 6:30 this morning, and it's actually 6:35 now, so we should hopefully see it low in the sky. Hopefully it'll all be worth it. Farang Dad, Dave, no worries. Have fun, mate. What does your wife do, Dave? Is she always working? Does she work a lot of hours? Or does she not want to be on camera? I've not seen your wife in any of the videos, or not any of the recent ones anyway. Anyway, you're probably gone now. Matto, garden takes a lot of time. I know, and I just wish I had more. I wish some days I just had a normal job and I just came home and then relaxed, worked in garden, whatever. But, you know, if you want a better life, a different life, you have to sometimes put in extra hours. Anna, thanks for asking. About to fall asleep in Oklahoma. No problem. I'm going as... It's going to take me a while to get around this, down this road. But it is worth it if the sun is peeping through. But if you fall asleep, feel free to come back and watch this live stream. This is 50 minutes in now. So it's probably going to be about 1 hour. Around about the 1 hour mark if you're replaying the video. Have a good sleep. Right, Clayton, how is the running coming along? I've only ran that once. I thought about it this morning. And I do quite fancy doing it again. Right, let's cross over. Just a bit misty this morning. You can normally see right down there into the distance. But it's very misty. I think it's going to be a lovely warm day today. That's the view from behind. Like I say, I've got the road to myself. People's houses. I try and make it not obvious with the phone. So I just hold it as though I'm on my phone, looking at my phone. Maybe on like a video call with someone. Hey Jane, how John, how you doing? But if you hold it up there like that, you look like a YouTuber or a TikToker. I always feel a bit conscious. But do you know what? Most people don't really care, do they? Let me turn the camera around. That's a nice looking place. Next door's for sale. Yopa. That one's for sale. Lots of leaves coming down on this lawn though. That one will do for me. Wentworth Close. Can't see it from the road. Oh, there we go. Don't want to make it obvious, but yeah, making it obvious. Well, you bring the sun out everywhere you go. That's a song. Everywhere you go. You always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go. Who sings that? Who sings that? That's what I want to know. So we're heading towards the sunrise. I'm not going to lie, we've got at least 5 more minutes before we get to see it. Might be midday. Jasper, so when the channels make millions, will I stay in Donny? Have you got a dream move planned? I've got no dream moves planned. I don't know, is the honest answer. I can't imagine us staying in the house we're in. Although, I mean, it's a nice house. It just needs a lot of work to do it up, which is fine. And we've got some nice neighbours, and that counts for a lot. Oh my God, I just saw the sun through that little gap. It's like a deep crimson red. So, I don't know. I think for me, peace of mind comes from making sure your pension's topped up, making sure you got a bit of money in the bank so you don't have to even think about working. Enough to live off the interest. So I bank with Starling Bank, and they've got a savings account which pays 4%. If you've got 400,000, you know, well, that's only 16,000 a year, isn't it? It's not that much. Or you put it in like an ISA. I think ISA is probably the way to go. Maybe like the S&P 500 or an all-world ETF, something like that. To be honest, Jasper, I'd be just as happy getting a little camper van. You know, after I've got some money in the bank, I'd love to get a camper van and just travel. I would love that. Not continuously travelling, because you'd soon get fed up of being stuck in a camper van. It's like anything, but I would love to do more travelling. And just being outdoors is something relaxing about it. Rider skater, I've never been to the UK, but it looks like a beautiful island of countries. I think it would be cool to live in a home with a bit of history. I'm thinking about moving to the UK next year. See, you know, when you live there, I guess you get used to it, don't you? It's like anywhere you get used to where you live. And you probably, I think this is just a mental thing, it's in your head, that you think, oh, you don't want to move here, there's nothing here. But there is. I think you notice the gloomy parts of where you live, and then you start to think about it's not that good here. But it is. There's nice parts wherever you go, and there's not so nice parts. There's places in Doncaster which are very unpleasant. There's a place in a little part of it called Edlington, and there's some streets down there which are really bad. It's like a row of terrace houses, and I think out of about 50 houses there's probably only 2 what's lived in, and all the rest have got smashed windows, boarded up windows, rubbish everywhere. It's just awful. Clayton, yeah, Starling. Ah. I don't have a nest egg. I don't have a nest egg, but I'm working on it. Hence why I'm always doing these extra things to make money. I'm putting bits away, but when you look at these online calculators, you need to put more in. Anyway, we're coming up to the park now in a couple of minutes. Literally where that car is now is where we should be able to see the sunrise. Sean's camper van walks in a channel we all need. Yeah? You fancy that? That would be nice. Last winter, I actually started a channel, and I was gonna convert my van, and I made a start, but I'm not very good at DIY. Have I told you that before? I started to get a bit stuck, but then it became spring again, and work got busy, and I didn't have the time to put into that because there was a lot of like working out and numbers and stuff. So I ended up actually deleting the channel. I regret it now because I put quite a few videos on, and I've tried ways to recover the channel, but it's brought the channel back, but then the content wasn't there. So that's that. I mean, I actually took the back of the van out, all the ply lining, and cleaned it all out. And I slept in the back of my van on the driveway, and then on a street I slept in the back of the van. Look at that, look at that. We'll have a good view in just a minute. Do I ever get recognised as a YouTuber? Jasper. On the other channel I have done, yes. A couple of times people have come up to me and said, oh, I recognise that van. So yes, absolutely. I was working at someone's house and the next door neighbour come out. He said, I recognise that van, I've seen that van. And then he was asking me for some advice. And I tell you, it's such a weird feeling because we get people ringing up in the main business now asking for quotes. And a lot of them now saying, oh yeah, I watch your channel. And I sometimes think they're doing it just because they want to meet me rather than get a quote. So it's a little bit annoying that you go there and you don't get the business. But some you do, some you do. Rider Skater, Sean, 100% correct. People often forget how amazing their country is despite the problems. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Right, let's just have a walk down here. I've seen dog walkers coming down here. Right. Clayton, the only thing I put away is my dinner. Oh, somebody's walking over there. I'll see if I can find them. Oh, that's as far as the zoom goes. Anyway, we're not stalking you. Clayton, DIY, no. You never mentioned it. I know, I don't, do I? I never do. That looks heavenly. Yeah, it really does. What I could do with now is putting the phone on a tripod and just bringing a deck chair and just sitting here for half an hour and just chilling and taking it all in. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. There is a gate, but I do see dog walkers coming down here quite a lot. So there's a gate there, and there is like an obvious opening at the side of it, look. So, I mean, there's some power station things down there. I don't know what they are. Satellites, communication towers. And then the track seems to go beyond around the fields. And we saw someone walking across the field actually shortly. That's the best I can do on the zoom. Right, I better carry on walking. It's a shame, but we're heading that direction. Do you know, I could hear a humming round there. It's probably the bridge. Yes, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. So we've got contracts with EE in the UK, phone provider. We've looked at ways, I mean, we ring them up a few times a year and see if we can make things any cheaper. And this was actually a good deal because we've managed to get the kids on included now on the contract, and it's the same price as what we've been paying for the last couple of years. Now, I know we're probably getting robbed, but we had a few years where we just kept the phones we'd got and we were quite okay, but after a few years, you know, your phones start going slow, don't they? And kids are like, oh, I don't like my phone, I want a new phone. So you have to get them something a bit better. And we've got unlimited data. Thank you, no worries. Lovely to see the daffodils. Yeah, it's nice, and it's a shame they don't last long, but it is nice. That thing makes a noise. Would not like to live there right next to it. I better slow down. It's only 30 here. So we've got about a minute left of seeing the sun, and then it's just all houses. But we get to see it every day, which is good. Everybody loves the sun, don't they? Unless you're one of those people with a skin condition who can't be in the sun. I can remember when I was younger, my dad, he had one of his neighbours, a young girl, and she could never go out in the sun, which was a shame. She used to be in the house with all the curtains shut. And that's it, that's the end of that. I'm going to cross over now. I've got a busy day, Clayton, unfortunately. I'd love just to do nothing. It's not very often that happens. I've got a list of things that need to be done. Yeah. So I've got to put a video on YouTube for my other channel. I've got to email 150, about 100 odd people about this product, what I'm trying to sell. And if any of them buy it, then at least it's all packaged. I've just got to put the names on the boxes, and then tomorrow it'll be going to post office. I dread, because the big boxes going to post office with loads of boxes. What I might do, I've been looking at their online service where they actually come and pick them up. So I might do that. I've just got to get it all figured out. But yeah, I mean, once I get that done, I've took some footage of Leeds. You know, that needs to be made into a video at some point. It's just having the time. So there's that to do. Then my garden borders need doing. My patio needs pressure washing. I need to renovate my lawn. So that's a full day on its own, renovating the lawn and film it and edit it and upload that. So they're just the immediate things. And I'm still way overdue on my tax return. And my accountant's been messaging me for the last few weeks. So there's that to do. So I've got too much to do. Ryder. Clayton, was that girl a vampire? What girl? I didn't see no girl. Where? Are you winding me up? I could live in the UK, I think. I hope they don't hate Americans. No! Why would they hate Americans? I don't think anybody hates anybody, if I'm honest. Ryder? I really don't think anyone hates anyone. As with anywhere, there's always a small section of people which are just stupid. Stupid people. But they're like a very small minority. But you can get them anywhere. Your to-do list is long. Ah, got you, mate, yes. The girl didn't like the sun. Yeah, sorry. Hey, that's old age, isn't it? You forget. 2 minutes later. What time is it? Almost 7 AM. Yeah, to be honest, I'm tired of always being busy. If I'm completely honest with you, Clayton, I am tired. No worries, Ryder. It's all right being busy. I'd take it if you're making thousands and thousands of pounds. But it's never like that. But you wouldn't take it forever either. You'd just put up with it for a while. And then you realise life's short. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I told you the other channel, it's grown really well over the last 3 years. And last year I made a decent sum of money, like £19,000, which is unreal when you think about it. But there's a lot of work that's gone into it. But it's like YouTube turns it off and turns it on in terms of traffic. I know people lose interest, but from October till about March, literally very few people watch the channel because they're not interested in lawns. And that's when I get frustrated and start thinking about other channels and doing something else. Every single year I say the same thing and I get fed up with it. I seem to get fed up with a lot of things. Ryder, I think you could. Yeah. I mean, you know, there's at least £100,000 a year in interest. I think you could happily retire on that. It all depends on what your sort of lifestyle is, what lifestyle you want. You know, 1% of that is £25,000 a year. Depends what interest rate you go in. Even if you only got 3% interest rate in a bank account, although I wouldn't put your money in one bank account in case they go bust. You know, and there's always rumours going about that the banks are struggling, so you've got to be careful where you put your money. But yeah, you should easily be able to retire on that. Little white feather. Right, just send it my way. I'll have a go at retiring, let you know. Jasper, me too. Oh. Yeah, no change there, Clayton. No change there. Oh. I need my hand to be a gimbal. Keep it nice and smooth. Yeah, I don't know what to do. It is what it is. It's been so long. Couple of joggers coming up. Yeah, I've tried everything, Clayton. I've tried absolutely everything. You know. Morning.
Morning.
Charles, good morning. How are you? Any luck with the lottery? Oh, didn't I tell you? Forgot to tell you 100 million. God, can you imagine? I'd have to give you guys something for your support as a thank you. And yeah, I'd still walk. Although, would I? I'd still walk for health reasons, but would I do a YouTube channel? I don't know, if I'm honest. Because it's motivated by money as well. Morning. Couple of dog walkers. Doing well, thanks. Rider Skater, I think your gardening channel will do well. People like to be entertained. Maybe you could be the walking gardener, just need a hook. Separate your channel from others. Have you been over and had a look? I know I've mentioned it once or twice, haven't I? It's so weird. So I mean, let's talk money, and I'm not bragging, but I know some of you are interested. So in winter, if I don't upload any content, it might earn £3 a day, £2 a day. And then come spring, it just magically turns on and starts earning money. But that's obviously because of all the videos I put on. Yeah, but now it's because it's that time again where everybody's getting interested in the lawns. It's starting to go nuts. And I'm like desperately scrambling around thinking I need to get these videos done, need to this, need to do that. So I just feel under pressure all the time. And I'd love to just walk away from that. As in the stress. But we'll get there, bit by bit. Bit by bit. Doesn't help that my workload in my business is big, and I'm addressing that already. I'm going to be increasing my prices literally to try and lose a few customers who don't want to pay the higher price. So I end up working a little bit less but earning about the same, if not more. So I went to Ireland a few weeks ago to do a podcast with another lawn care guy, and he's only got 90 something customers, yet he earns about twice as much as me, and he employs someone. So I want to head the same way, you know, and he's not physically working in the business as much. Charles, I wouldn't be here, that's for sure. If you won the lottery. Yeah. I'd actually over there, to be honest, if I had that. Angie, good morning. How are you doing? I'm nearly back home. Nearly back home. Sean, you have something other people don't have. People actually like and respect you. Thanks, mate. Very kind of you. Oh. See, like now, I'm like nearly back home and I'm thinking, oh, what I've got to do. I'm literally getting that feeling. It's like Sunday, should be nice and chilled. I'm thinking, got to this, got to that. But you know what? I'm not the only one. We're all that way, aren't we? Mary's Ash Green. We're over here walking on hours. That is so true. Right. I better bid you farewell. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. And we'll see you soon. You too. Take care. Thanks a lot. Right, see you again. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Thank you.